Alright, today we're getting maggots in our brains. It's a stupid intro. Today I'm reacting to Maggot Brain by Funkadelic. Now, this is an album I've been wanting to do for a while, mainly because of the cover, to be honest. I don't really know anything coming into this. I'm guessing it's gonna be funk, we'll see. But if it's not, that'll be cool too. Be a little surprise, I guess. If you want to see this reaction uncut, make sure to go join the Patreon. Link in the description down below. And yeah, we're gonna hop into it. The first track is title track, Maggot Brain. And it's 10 minutes, so quite the way to start off the album.
Mother Earth is pregnant for the third time, for y'all have knocked her.
Oh, Travis Scott sampled this,
I have
right?
tasted the maggots in the mind of the
Yeah,
universe.
he sampled this on first track on Utopia. Okay, so no lyrics, maybe? Honestly, if there's no lyrics, I'm here for it. Oh, hear how that guitar is slightly detuned? I feel like it's a little bit off, but it makes it so warm for some reason. I love how we just kind of like stumbled into this groove here, slowly. But now there's a nice flow to it. I can't tell if that's a delay effect or just another guitar. It's cool though, either way. Wow. Oh, love how it's just kind of blending into the atmosphere. That guitar. I feel like it's gonna explode at some point. Like it's been a long build-up. That's so psychedelic. I love it. So cool how you still have this very calm guitar, but then all this crazy stuff happening over top. Very interesting contrast. It's like psychedelic funk. This is so cool. Hey genius, that's the whole point. It's called Funkadelic. Get it? Funk and psychedelic. Wow. That white noise, I feel like it's been subtly building throughout the entire track. See, these kinds of albums would be where me learning guitar would really help me appreciate them even more, I feel like. Because, I mean, it sounds difficult, this guitar part, but I just know that I'm not fully grasping everything about it because I don't play guitar. Actually, it kind of reminds me of Hendrix, Jimi Hendrix. Oh, I love those swells. That's so cool. It's like they're just filtering in an effect right there. Oh. Yep. Now it's happening more. That distortion. Oh. Damn! I love it. The use of effects on this track, just masterful. Holy man. What a strange beginning to this album. I'm very intrigued to see how this album's going to continue. I don't know how they're going to follow that up. I don't know if we're going to get just more just straight guitar tracks like that, or if there's going to be any percussion or drums in here at all, or any vocals. But that was amazing. That was fantastic. The atmosphere just kept building as the track progressed. The guitar performance obviously was incredible. I just loved the inclusion of all those effects too, bringing them in at certain points, taking them out. It just kept me really engaged. Like I said, I thought there was going to be some sort of explosion to that track, but it never did that. And honestly, I'm kind of fine with that. I just really got lost in the finesse of that performance there, and just, yeah, it's such a cool track compositionally with just that do 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 little like arpeggiated kind of guitar, and then just having that solo on top of it, kind of just going crazy and just getting lost in the atmosphere, and just very spacey, very psychedelic. So yeah, that was great. We'll keep it going. Can you get to that? Okay, looks like we're getting vocals. I gotta know how many people sampled this, you know? This is just perfect sample material. Oh! Deep voice boy. Good hat work here. Love that. Vocals are mixed really strangely too. I wanna know. How does someone's voice even get this deep? I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. Okay. Cool little, more straightforward, I guess, funk track here. Really cool vocal mix. Yeah, I don't know. I like that track. I feel like it does take me a little bit out of the atmosphere that the first track created, but I'm kind of guessing that we're going to get a bunch of those tracks and then maybe another kind of long-winded, winding, psychedelic track to finish things off, because the last one is nearly 10 minutes as well. So I like that track. I think it has a lot of flavor and personality to it, especially with that low-voiced fella coming in there. It's not as like mind-blowing as the first track, but still pretty cool. Hit it and quit it. Hit it if you know you lit. Shout out the Dober Bros, the best YouTubers to ever exist. This reminds me of Hendrix again. Nice little organ in there. Oh yeah. Woo! Is that a glockenspiel in there? Love that. Woo! This organ playing reminds me of The Doors quite a bit. I don't know, this is like if Pink Floyd and Stevie Wonder had a baby. If they could have a baby somehow. Like that one. I felt like that one ran the risk of getting really repetitive with that do 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 do. While it's a good like riff, just repeating that over and over again, if it happened for the entire track, could have got repetitive. But I do like how they break it up with that little organ bit there, organ solo, and then having that guitar at the end there too, kind of keeps it fresh and adds some dynamics to everything. And yeah, I mean, nothing crazy here lyrically, but just overall it feels like a cool little jam track. So yeah, we'll keep going. You and your folks, me and my folks. Billy Bass Nelson. That sounds familiar. Billy Nelson. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. I love the mix of this. It feels super live. It feels like I'm in the room, man. Is this Motown? This has what I feel is like a kind of a Motown sound. I don't know too much about that, but just with that piano. It feels like everything has like a chorus effect on it. It's a really weird but cool mix. Interesting. Some social commentary on that track, maybe. Sequel to Hit It and Quit It. Very class-conscious song with the singer Billy Bass Nelson pleading for unity among the poor because without doing so, equality could not be achieved. I don't really have too much to say about that, to be honest. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Musically, like I said, weird mix on that one. Felt like everything was chorused, which was a little bit weird, but unique. Definitely had a very live feel to everything. I felt like I was there in the room. Yeah, and it kind of had a Motown feel to it. I don't know. That one's probably my least favorite so far. It's not terrible. It just didn't really do much for me. So next track is Super Stupid. That rising organ. Woo! That verse was like a chorus. That was insane. Oh my god. Love this. This mix. There's that guitar tone again that I love. Eddie Hazel. Damn. Love the bongos on this. Just love the percussion in general. This has like a carnival kind of feel to it. Feels like we're speeding up slightly here. Love that. Fantastic. That was my favorite track since the first track, easily. The guitar tone that I love is back. It's definitely one of the more psychedelic cuts here. And yeah, I just think the groove is fantastic. That verse, that opening verse was killer. Just the groove of that was insane. Percussion, loved. Bassline, great. Such a fun jam. Let's keep it going. Back in Our Minds. Okay, I'm a bit confused. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let's all be friends, guys. Stop fighting. Let there be peace, guys. Just chill out. First appearance of any horns on this album. Love the reverb on those, though. That was cool. Crazy pitching of that percussion. Yeah, we'll keep it going on to the last track. That was a cool one. Not one of my favorites, but... Alright, let's see how we end things off. Another sprawling, psychedelic track, perhaps. We're in the battlefield, boys. We're at war. The last track was about not fighting. Are we fighting now? Get your baby out the studio! What are we doing? This reminds me of that Stevie Wonder song. I think it's Isn't She Lovely? Right? That's what I'm saying! Shut that kid up! This is chaotic. This is sick. This feels like a hyper-stylized version of real life in a way. I don't know, it's cool. Yeah, that panning. I feel like I'm in some sort of scene in a movie. I don't know. It's very cinematic. Crazy drums on this one. I love that open hat right here. Woo. That cowbell. Bum, 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 bum. More than real life, it almost feels like a dream now. Just of all these random thoughts going on, just very chaotic. None of it really makes sense. Oh! Yo. The way those drums just like filled the headphones there for a second. Oh, now that cowbell's all distorted and kind of eerie. This is so trippy. What is this? I don't know what's happening. Oh, man. Wow. What did I just listen to, man? That was just so nonsensical, but so amazing. I think it was obviously purposefully nonsensical. There was legit fart sounds at one point. Like, I want whatever drugs these guys were on when they made this track. Holy, man. Holy, that was so much fun to listen to. So ridiculous, but so fun. Oh my gosh. Again, it's so nonsensical. At the beginning, I said it felt like kind of just like a stylized version of real life, which I guess could just be a dream. And then I said that later, it just felt like a dream with all these nonsensical things that just don't make sense, just whizzing past your face. Just I don't know. That was just very, very strange. Almost like a fever dream in a way. Genius was saying something about. I mean, there has been some political undertones to these lyrics here, so it definitely could be that. Could be about how just like the government maybe, or even the media, kind of just can flood the average civilian with just kind of nonsense that doesn't really make sense to kind of cloud any deeper messages that they're putting out there, you know. Here it says more pussy to the power, more pussy to the people, more power to the puss, and then it gets more, it's like it's almost lost in translation here, and then more Peter to the eater, more power. It's getting lost in itself almost, and it's just like it gets more nonsensical and more difficult to understand as it goes on. And yeah, that's a really, really interesting track to end things off here. This is a weird album. Like just structurally, it's a really weird album. Starts off with this sprawling, patient, and psychedelic guitar kind of solo thing, and then ends off with a very goofy and nonsensical and stylized and yeah, just crazy jam with some weird sound effects thrown in there. Obviously, there is some deeper meanings here that I'm not fully picking up on right now, but I do like a lot of the political messaging here, and I think this last track really does a good job of painting that picture of just being flooded with information, I feel like. So yeah, this is weird. And then obviously between those two tracks, you just have a bunch of more standard kind of funk / psychedelic rock kind of jams. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the structure of the album, but in terms of the individual tracks, pretty great. The musicality is there. The guitars sound great. Some cool mixes here and there, and great drumming, great percussion, a lot of flavor, a lot of color and personality to this. And yeah, I think it's pretty fantastic. Those are my thoughts. Yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if I missed anything. As always, go join the Patreon if you want to see this uncut. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.